winter hiking for photographers. And so I have done quite a bit of winter hiking. I've done a bit as a photographer. And so here are some things that I've noticed that you're gonna need and some other things that you don't need. And yeah, so for the first thing is, I think whenever we go outside in the winter, we need, which is warmth. This can prevent you from hypothermia, or I think whatever, hypo or hyperthermia. I think it's hypothermia, and it prevents, don't wear a lot of cotton clothes, because if that gets wet, the water will not leave the cotton easily, and that will make you colder. Also, these can help if your camera battery is dying. Just stick your battery in your pocket or your hat and warm it up a bit and prevent it from dying sooner. Second thing, on the topic of batteries, bring spare ones. You're gonna need it, especially if you're shooting a lot. And also, you're gonna need hand warmers, because they can help prevent your battery from dying. Bring a rubber band along, so if you have a hand warmers. I don't have any. I used all mine on a trip I went on last week, and so you just rubber band it onto right there, the where your battery goes into, and that I noticed on that trip that helped a lot, and I didn't have to change my battery, and it barely went down any. So that's very helpful. But also bring batteries, because eventually your battery's gonna die, especially if you're shooting a lot. Third thing is to some sort of protection for your gear. My bag is water resistant. That's off camera right over there, but it's all open. I'm not gonna have all my stuff spill out. But say you're switching a card on the go, these Pelican cases are not that expensive, and I highly recommend them, because they're waterproof and your stuff's not gonna get wet even if you drop it in the snow. And my gear none of it is weather sealed, or if you get it wet, it's toast. So that's why I stick a silicone protector on the camera body, and also a screen protector, so if something were to happen, it won't break as easily. Just another more, I guess, one of those feel-good measures that your camera is not gonna get toasted if you get like a snowflake or raindrop in your buttons. And yeah. Fourth thing is ND filters, or really any other filters that bring the amount of light down. If you're trying to go for a shallow depth of field, you have like a 2.8 aperture, you're gonna want the sunlight's gonna be coming in a lot. If you throw an ND filter on that, and it will limit the amount. You can also adjust your shutter speed, but that will I noticed with my camera that it just dulls the colors a little more. I don't know if that's just my camera or all of them. But you can also adjust your aperture if you're not specifically going for the shallow depth of field. And finally, this goes along with the warm clothing, but you're also gonna want to have sturdy boots and some way to prevent you from slipping. For winter, I normally throw a pair of crampons into my bag, especially if it's gonna be if it's a path that other people have been on and they've packed down the snow. If the snow's deep, bring a pair of crampons. But if you're not certain, always throw a pair of snowshoes in your car. In the Midwest where I live, there's not too much snow, but where I was last week, they had about 2 feet, so the snowshoes were a great idea. I hope all these tips helped you guys, and please comment, like, and subscribe.